Hello and welcome to episode 111 of the Gochuucast, our most important milestone, not including episode 50, episode 52, episode 100, and episode 102, or 4, rather.
Four.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm tired, forgive me. Anyway, so
You're good.
usually we'd be doing previous season and new season stuff at the same time. But as I titled the video last week, Elden Ring DLC is a bit of a problem because it was a lot bigger than I thought it would be, and so I didn't finish anything. Pretty much, I finished like
Did you?
I finished Konosuba. I think that might be it.
All right. Did you finish Elden Ring DLC, or are you still working on it?
I'm on the final boss, and the final boss
I've heard it's
is
very difficult.
it is probably the hardest boss in Souls. It's so bullshit, dude. Oh, I gotta. Oh my god. Like it's insane going from like Dark Souls 3 final boss is like, or final DLC boss is like, probably, it's a, not like a super difficult fight. It's like extremely fair though. And then you
Uh-huh.
go to like this fight. First phase, extremely fair. I can get through that no problem. Second phase, oh my god. The first time I got to it, so some people like complain about performance issues in the DLC, and I'm like, I don't have any of those. I'm good.
Uh-huh.
And then I got to the final boss.
Yeah,
And then
performance
the
issues.
moment phase two started, it did like a super nuke move, and my PC was like, "Oh no!" And I'm like, "This." I could tell something big was about to happen when that fucking my PC started fucking churning. I'm like, "Oh no!"
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
I
Okay.
was I was gonna
Uh,
make the joke about the issues being their performance,
I mean, there are skill issues
but
involved. Yes, like people don't understand the scaling system for the DLC. They just expect to roll through it.
Right.
And so yeah, I don't know. Definitely just a skill issue. Like I don't know. People just use summons and then you'll be fine if you are stuck on things, you know. I
Mhm.
don't like using them personally though, so I'm gonna be stuck on the final boss for an untold amount of time. I wish I like tracked
Okay,
how many
well,
times I like attempted things, but I haven't been on it for that long. But yeah, it took
all I know is I saw on Twitter people talking about Kai
yeah Kai
Sinat
Cenat took
doing it.
60 plus hours on the final boss. Not on the
run.
DLC, on the final boss specifically. He spent 60 hours.
Oh,
They got him
okay.
a therapist in the middle of his
I did
run.
see he had a therapist, and I was like, that's kind of fire.
It's extremely funny, yeah. Um, but yeah, no. I mean, I'm definitely better than Kai Cenat, so maybe I can get in 30 hours. Who knows?
There
I
you
don't.
go.
I don't know. I've spent like it took me probably 27 hours just to get to the final boss. Um, I don't remember actually. I don't know. I have 30 and actually no, some of that's gonna be a different run I have. I'd say I probably have like a good like 29 hours on the DLC, maybe 30. Uh, Definitely a lot big. It's basically Elden Ring like 1.5. So yeah, that's
Nice.
yeah. But yeah, that is just a stepping
That's why
stone
you're busy.
in
You've been busy.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Stepping
all
stone
right.
in my life was Elden Ring DLC. You know, I had to put anime to the side. It was very important
Gotcha.
that this got finished first.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Fair
of
enough.
course.
Yes.
So we'll be looking at the next season
Yeah, we'll
today,
be
and
looking to
maybe
the
hopefully by
second season.
hopefully by next week you'll have beaten the Elden Ring DLC and finish up. We can talk about the previous season, but
Yes,
kind of doing a
I
reverse
go
order here.
after work tomorrow. I have a 1 week of vacation to complete my
Let's go.
everything. It's gonna be
Nice.
a good busy vacation. You know, maybe beat Elden Ring DLC, catch up on all my anime, start the new ones that are gonna be coming out, and then I need to fucking finish my Madoka video.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's also there. Oh, that's been delayed by many games, not just Elden Ring DLC. Um, I need to like fall out of gaming again so I can actually get shit done in my life. Anyway, next season,
I
yeah.
had to like fall back into degeneracy and stop doing real life things. It's like the opposite issue.
That's not a bad problem to have though.
It's not, but it's like I don't play games anymore. I don't watch anime anymore.
But games are for
It's not.
chumps. We don't play that
It's not a.
anymore.
It's not a
Yeah,
problem. But
games
then I am
games
also
are
like,
for children. No.
there's a part of me that'll sit there and be like, I miss the days where I had a day off and I would just be like, okay, time to just grind out like 2 anime.
Still kind of have that, but I also try not to. I try to do productive stuff occasionally sometimes, but yeah, it's I used to be like that. I don't know.
I want to imagine like
Oh
Fortnite
yeah,
kids trying to play Elden Ring or something like that. And I think that'd
bro.
be very
Fortnite
funny.
kids, brain rot, bro. They're doomed.
Yeah, perhaps. But you know what's not doomed? Maybe, hopefully. I don't know. We have actually looked through the list here. Is summer anime.
I don't think it's doomed. It's exciting to me. I
Some
don't
people
know.
say it's like a slow season, but I think it's just one where we're gonna have to look for more of the hidden gems as opposed to
Niche.
the
Yeah.
obvious. Yeah. So we'll see.
There's multiple
Yeah.
things I've looked forward to for a while.
Yeah, I got a couple. I guess the first one would be Oshinoko season 2, right? That's like
Yeah,
the
it's definitely the most
highlight.
anticipated
Yeah.
sequel series here. Uh, that airs in 4 days is from this recording.
Holy
So
crap.
yeah,
Okay.
I
it's
guess
right around
yeah.
the corner.
We are quite close. I look at all the air dates of everything.
Yeah,
You're
we're
right.
extremely
Most
close.
things are
I wouldn't be
starting
surprised if
within the
something like
week
irrelevant started like soon.
already.
Yeah, not already, maybe, but maybe like a day or two. Maybe, I guess I'll looking through and see. There's like a movie or two on here that's already aired. Okay, I actually don't see like anything that's airing in like a day or two. Okay, I guess Ocean to Oh, wait, no, there we go. 17 hours. All right. So yeah, this season is like right on our ass.
There we go. Got something to start. Um, but yeah, I'm excited for Oshinoko. I'm just I've been waiting for a while. I know you guys have read the manga, so I guess it's a little bit different, but yeah, I'm excited.
I mean, I kind of like. What's funny is I binged through all of this stuff in the manga too.
Yeah,
So it's like
It's been a while
I
since I've
don't
read this arc.
particularly remember. Yeah, I don't even particularly remember. I mean, I know vaguely what arc we're in, but it's definitely one of those things where it's like, if and when I'm watching through it, I'll be like, oh right, that did happen right about now. And so there's like still a little bit. It's like a different type of surprise, I guess, because it's like someone who hasn't read knows nothing.
yeah. I guess you get to see the adaptation. I guess is different from where I haven't seen the content, like period, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then another highly anticipated sequel to a series don't like that much, but Tower God season 2.
Did people
I've
okay, so I
heard.
know it's like has popularity, but like I thought season one was kind of a disappointment for most people, so I didn't even know how much hype was behind season two. I could be wrong. I don't
My
know.
Uh,
under, my
it's
understanding is season 2 is like season 2 and what would be season 3 content right here are really good. I guess is what I
Oh, okay,
would
sure.
say.
well, I mean, it's like all like good content technically. It's just a matter of like how well does it fit to
Yeah.
anime format. I think people like anime onlys generally like season one, but like people who had read the webtoon were like, it skipped a lot. We just did 70 chapters in 12 episodes, and now we're gonna have to do like
Hmm.
100 plus I don't even. It's been so long since I read any of
Yeah,
this,
because
but
they're covering like the whole sections of the source material, right?
yeah, this is like
At least that's my
Tower of
understanding.
God is a fat fucking series. Like it's long, like real long. And so I'm just interested to see how they navigate that. Now, when it comes out, will I be able to tell one way or the other if it's doing a good job adapting? No, because I haven't
No.
read any of it. I haven't read Tower God in years. And I'm like probably hundreds of chapters beyond where the anime is gonna finish, and so I
Right.
definitely just don't remember any of this, and I will not remember any of it ever. Um,
I watched most of season 1, not the whole thing. I didn't have any particularly great opinions of it. I remember trying because I felt like even as an anime only, I felt kind of like rushed and not really into it because of that. I kind of tried at one point reading, I think it was the web comic or something like that,
Webtoon.
and it had really rough art,
Yeah,
which
the
I know
art's
is
rough
like
for
a
like the beginning of it or whatever. I think it's really
yeah,
good.
exactly. So I just couldn't get into it for those reasons. The anime felt like I was just missing a lot, and a lot of the things I probably would have wanted. And when I went to read it, I just couldn't get into the art feeling so as rough as it was for a story that I could wasn't super invested in anyway. Like I think if I'd gotten hooked better, I probably could have gotten through it.
Yeah, I like it. Like of all the webtoons that have gotten adapted and people talk about, and Trilogy's got to be like the only good one. Um, I don't know. Like we're probably gonna be seeing a lot more webtoons start to get adapted. So I think we had like a more like a test phase back when it was this God of High School
Yes.
and Noblesse all got adapted, and this was like the only generally well received one, I believe. And then
Yes.
Solo Leveling got a good adaptation, and so people like that. Um,
Yeah, I definitely think we're coming off of like a test phase, also with like a lot less popular stuff. Things like Raeliana was a manhwa, and some of that type of stuff getting kind of a little more, I guess, experimental with source materials.
yeah,
So we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. I mean, there's obviously Solo Leveling being as successful as it was opens up a lot in terms of
Yeah. They'll probably be
because
more
there's
inclined
so
to
many
adaptations, yeah.
there are so many like that's a nice way to put this variations of Solo Leveling in that genre that exist and are pretty solid.
yeah, it'll be interesting to because this studio that's doing it hasn't really, I don't really got a track record, no, at all really. Like their first works were in 2006, but they don't really have like everything they made sucks from what I can tell.
Shit.
And like they're definitely their more recent works don't really feel very and it's like a big
I've
step.
never seen any of these.
Yeah, yeah, no. Yeah, and I
We'll
feel
see.
like I've heard about the production being it's gonna be 2 course as well. So I think this might
Okay.
be a rough ride for Tower of God, I can't lie, but we'll see.
Yeah.
It's shocking to go through this list and be like, I don't know any of these
No,
things. Like
it was just like some
not
random
even heard
movies.
a
Like, I
word.
don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
but next up, we have our token romance for the season from Doga Kobo with
Yes.
Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. This was supposed to air last season,
Nope.
but then it got delayed a little bit, and now it's airing this season. So we'll
Which
see.
concerns me a little. Um, it is one of the things that I've had kind of on the radar ever since it was announced. I'm very excited for it. The
Yeah. Uh,
did you
okay.
cut off?
delivery, but I mean,
Oh my
I guess
lord! Holy
delayed.
shit! Yeah. Hold on. Go back. You just like
Go
cut
back.
out.
You
You cut
Robocop.
out and came back into existence as a robot. Now you're fine.
Ah, yes, of course. That would be happening
All right.
where I'm at right now.
Start from the top.
Anyway,
Start from the top.
um,
Take two.
I've been very excited for this, and I'm a little nervous because there was a delay, but
Which one?
a delay, the
For
Alaya
Alia.
Oh yeah.
hides
Okay.
her
Okay. Okay.
feelings.
Oh yeah.
But I guess it's better if the delay happened before it aired and not in the middle of the season.
Yes. Obviously, you don't want them to happen anyway, but if it's going to happen, definitely don't want it to be in the middle of the season. Um, yeah.
When was it supposed to air? Or like,
Just last
'cause
season.
oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I can remember. Okay, gotcha. So
Yeah.
it's it'll be out in 4 days. So it's
So
not
one
bad. Okay,
season,
cool.
part of that could have been like they had jellyfish airing last season as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe this is like, you know, not that like the two productions should really be involved, but who knows? Anyway, uh, after that, this actually did start airing already. The Isekai
It has
Suicide Squad, which I can't say I think I'm interested in watching.
Yeah.
Um, even if it's supposed to be like one of the more popular. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be that popular this season, but I mean, it's like wacky enough to maybe catch eyes. Yeah, I
It's
don't
an
know.
interesting like
It just
thing,
seems
but like I don't know. I'm
stupid.
just not really interested.
I don't know. And
Not for me.
then I saw the ending, and I'm like, yeah, I definitely don't need to watch this.
um, Fairy Tale. I don't know if you guys didn't
Yeah,
watch that. I forgot
yeah.
if he
Fairy
mentioned
Tale,
that.
100 Years Quest, too. It's only
I
two cores, I
I
think.
will be there. 100-Year Quest
Okay.
is also good.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
it's funny how this is a fun conversation because Eden Zero just ended too. Um, the Hiro Mashima, the author of Fairy Tale, I feel like does really good at like the beginning and middle of like all of the series that I've read of his, and then it just goes to shit somewhere along the line
Oh.
near the end.
Okay.
Um, I can't speak too much to Eden Zero. I have heard a lot of people are kind of disappointed with how it's ending,
Hmm.
but 100-Year Quest is quite good. It's also like still kind of in that middle section where it's like, okay, he's doing really well, but like, are we gonna go to shit at the end? Or is he gonna like be controlled by the horny randomly as he does every so
Controlled by the
often?
horny, the syndicate, bro.
Some of the characters he's made in this series are just like totally out there,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
out of control. So I anticipate it to be really good.
Okay.
I
Fair.
will be there. It is kind of a funny series because it's basically just like, hey, we finished. It would be like if Naruto released a series that was about like the story of what all of like Naruto and all the characters are doing like immediately after the series ended, and not like, oh, we've time skipped to the future. It's just like,
Hmm.
oh, the world is safe and the big bad guy's defeated, so I guess we'll just like go do something else now. That's basically what
Right.
this is. This is the main story of Fairy Tale ended, so they were like, well, I mean, there's still like wizards living their lives, so I guess we'll just like have them do another big adventure.
Okay. Okay.
Almost like a soft reset.
Yeah, I think you mentioned this when I was talking about like I saw like Fairy Tale in that one shop I was in. So yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. And then the guy has a game coming out right with the anime, the
Yes,
associated anime.
we
Yeah.
did talk about the game,
Yeah.
I
That I
think.
remember that. So okay.
It's
That'll
also
be
going to have an
interesting.
anime, which we did
Yeah.
talk about, but yeah,
Yeah. But we don't know the release date or whatever of that. So
I don't think so.
okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
It'll be fun. It's fun to look at like the way that Fairy Tale anime art style has changed over its various series because it has gotten very I guess like more cartoony is maybe the word I describe it.
Hmm.
Like moe almost.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
But yeah, Fairy Tale will be
Gotcha.
good.
Okay.
Alright. Next up, we have Gimai Seikatsu, otherwise known as Days with My Stepsister.
Bro, I thought he was like starting with a Japanese name.
Yeah. I mean, we say that we talked about this before. This main girl is too cute for me to not have this on my planning.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But also the allegations are looming.
Yeah, I'll get back to you all on the good writing allegations. People say this is like the most well written
Ooh.
step sibling thing, which low bar to clear.
Really,
I was
really
gonna
low
say
bar.
that's like an interesting category.
I think
Oh,
my thing is like I'm
people like the
reading the
series. That's all I don't.
description. Yeah, I'm reading the description. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I would really enjoy this if they just like don't get weird.
Mhm.
And it's just like a wholesome story of like a brother and his stepsister. Like I feel like I would enjoy that more than if things get weird. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, we're O for however many of these types of stories
We're
exist.
over
We're
over.
O for something. There's no one. It's cooked all around. There's the new Code Geass, which I don't know. I
You know,
can't
I'm actually
speak
gonna
on
give it
it.
a shot. I'll try it. We'll
Yeah,
I
see.
would hope you are the one of us
Oh, it
who
already
would give it
started.
a
I
shot.
forgot. Yeah. Okay.
oh
Oh, I
yeah.
just
It's
so that's
two
watching. I
episodes
guess.
in.
Yeah.
Not to be
Ratings have
begrudging.
seen better days so far. It would seem,
Ooh,
but
yeah. They
I may as well give it a shot. But yeah, I'm not optimistic.
I mean the ratings are always going to take a little bit because it's going to be like not Code Geass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Like
different.
it's going to be its own thing. And so there's going to be a lot of people who come to it thinking like, "Oh, more Code Geass." And it's like only partially true.
Hmm. Right.
And
yeah.
even then that might be giving it too much credit. It might just be its own thing that's like in same verse.
Hmm. Yep.
Has absolutely zero to do with the main story. So we'll see.
Yep.
It could be good. I wouldn't be surprised even if it is good if it gets kind of a little bit overhated just because it probably won't be at the same level as like the Code Geass.
Yeah. That's a very high bar. So.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
god, I
So
forgot
next
about
up we
this.
have Cinema Incarnate, Shikonoko
Cinema
Noko
Incarnate.
Noko Kostantan, otherwise my dear friend Nokotan.
I
Uh,
forgot about this one.
Oh,
I'm ready for
I
this.
don't know if I'm gonna watch
This
this.
will surely be peak fiction. I will be there day one.
Day one is crazy. Hour one.
Hour one.
I will not be there day one. However, who knows if it's good.
Dude,
I
it can't look at
and
this
I
key.
like
Look at
get
this
back
key
into anime
visual.
phase.
It cannot be not good.
Bro, I don't understand what's going on in this key visual.
I don't think you
Bro, the
need to.
banner on the page is hilarious.
Surely this is peak fiction. Surely it can't be anything but. It's like look.
Okay, you know what? You've convinced me.
This is self-aware. It's stupid, right? It can't be bad.
I will at least give it an episode one chance.
Yeah, it like from the trailers I've seen, from like the marketing of it that I've seen, like it's too stupid not to be good. Like honestly,
I do hate how like not realistic they make the deer.
it's like so uncanny. Like
It's also it kind of makes it funny too though.
yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
that's definitely the
it's
point.
like the
Is like how
deer.
weird the deer look. Yeah,
I guess photorealistic is like a decent word to use for it. But
it's
yeah, it's
very
like
out of place in comparison to the
yeah,
rest of the art style, and I think, I mean, it's
which is
obviously a
100% the
choice.
point.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's 100%
it's
the point.
100% what they want, what they're going for. I just am like, I don't know if I like it or hate it, and I might not decide until I actually see it fully in action.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll bring the good news that peak fiction has arrived. We'll see. We'll see.
Fair enough.
Definitely one of my more anticipated ones, though. Ever since the first trailer came out and I watched that, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And I put it on my planning immediately.
Sometimes it's just weird enough that it gets you.
Yeah. Let's see. This next thing is a season 2, Our Last
Season two of
Crusade, or Rise of the New World. None of us watched this.
I know. Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
it's a light novel I've had on my list, but I think I've heard the anime adaptation was just kind of, as like a lot of light novel adaptations are. So
I looked at it
I
and then I was like, oh, this is just like another Romeo and Juliet-esque story. So
yeah, I will not be there for season 2,
none of
but it
us will
is a
be
light
there.
novel on my list. So who knows? One day I may read it.
Kimi ni Todoroki returns for a third season, which none of us have watched. So
I'm seeing.
another sequel that we will not be there for. Maybe one day. I've heard that it's a good series. So
What is the English name of this one again?
from me to you.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
I don't know if I even
I've heard of this
read
show,
this
but I've
one.
never seen it. I don't know much about it, but I have heard of it. Yes.
I'm like a step lower. I'm like I maybe have heard of it, but it also rings
The name
zero
sounds so
bells.
familiar, but I don't know. I guess for me to use like a pretty common phrase. No, I swear I've heard of this. I've just never seen it. So.
It might also be for me because it has kind of that like shoujo-esque art style that
It
I feel like a
does
lot
kind
of
of, yeah.
like I've seen that with a lot of shows recently. So I could also just be kind of combining a bunch of things in
Yeah.
my head.
Yeah. All right.
They're making another My Hero movie. I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, they make money. That's how it
Yeah,
goes.
that's true.
But ignoring the My Hero movie, the next edition of the Monogatari series will be airing.
This is the good Monogatari series, right?
I think it's
Not
all
the
supposed to be the good Monogatari. Unless you're talking about like
I don't
Mononogatari.
know. There's so many. There's Monogatari. There's Mononogatari. There's I don't know. As someone who doesn't watch any of them, it's
This is the
not
one
confusing,
that the
but
fan
it's
base gets called pedophiles, but they swear that their series is actually great.
yeah, understood. This is the one that they're all pedophiles, but it is good. That's that's the consensus.
That's an insane statement.
Gotcha. As opposed to Mononogatari, where they're not pedophiles, but it sucks.
Yes. Anyway, without Monogatari slander, I'll catch up to Monogatari eventually. Uh, but yeah, I was very much am not caught up for this part of the series. So,
I've had Monogatari recommended to me for like 7 or 8 years. Whoops.
whoopsie.
I
One day,
saw
maybe.
clips of it on YouTube like a while back, and it just doesn't seem like I'd like it. I don't know. I could be wrong. Who
It's
knows?
another one of those series. I think at the same time that I was considering this was also when I was trying to watch friggin' Index and Railgun, and they
Oh,
both are
the show
so
owners shit.
yeah, they both feel like they overcomplicate the issue so much, which is fair, but also like as a person with zero knowledge, I don't know if I care.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fair.
All right, I don't know what this next one
Next
is.
up, the English title is no longer allowed in another world. Isekai Shikaku. So there is an author called Osamu Dazai. I don't know the history behind anything here, but I don't think he had a great past. He had a very tragic life, and now they're putting him in Isekai. So yeah.
So they are taking. Hold on. Let me understand this correctly. So this main character is based on a real author, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay,
Let me just
and he had
look
a.
up the guy.
Okay,
Uh, he's like a
why is that
well-known
kind?
author. I don't remember. I don't. He has some like tragic shit that happened, but I don't. I don't remember. Where's this
Oh
motherfucker's
wait,
wiki?
this is by this is by the same author as Love After World Domination. It's kind of fire.
Oh
Is that
yeah.
who I thought?
Okay. So in 1948, he committed double not aliving with someone else in a drowning.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Well, I will be adding this to my planning purely off the basis of it's by the author of Love After World Domination, which I thought was really fun and good.
I don't think I'm too interested in this one, so I'll let you report back.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we know what'll probably happen is this one will be
This
one of
one
the
doesn't
ones.
actually get watched, and we'll never actually know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe it will. Who knows? Next we have Peak.
Yeah, we have
Absolute
Pseudo harem.
absolute
PG
peak.
harem or pseudo harem. This is something I like thought about reading one time, but then I just like didn't do it. But
It is so good.
yeah, so as
Is
I
it?
While
understand,
also being 1,000,000% fluff.
yeah, the
There's
premise is that she is the harem. Like she acts out different
yes.
personalities in order to just be the harem.
Yes. She
Okay.
is an actress in a way. And when you say the word actress, it makes you think of like movie star or something like that. That's not really what I mean, but yeah. It's basically these two are just really cute together and she acts as all these different characters for him
Yeah, it
because
seems
it's just
seems
kind of like
interesting.
their thing. It's really fun.
I will be there.
I don't think in I mean there were story points, but in the entire series, I don't know if there was ever actually a plot. I think it was just this is so freaking cute and wholesome and fun to read.
Yeah. Next up, Near second season. The first season was a production shit show. I
Yeah,
will
I was
not.
gonna say. I remember that one got like delayed a bunch, right? It was like,
I never
It
even
got
knew
delayed for
that
a
it
long,
got
long time.
yeah.
finished. Yeah.
Yeah, so it did finish. But I definitely don't care enough to. I still haven't even finished the first part, and I definitely don't care enough to watch this one. So this will not be a no go here. So yeah. We need A1 to get this out of the way so they can make a new season of 86, please.
Please.
Alright. Next up, we have 2.5D seduction or whatever. Yeah,
Also peak.
yeah, 2.5
This one looks like
dimensions
a
seduction. This is a
interesting.
yeah, it's like a cosplay, but
Yes, it
horny.
is.
Yeah,
Yes.
I saw the trailer. I was like looking through the like the shows for this season just to like look at them, and then I saw the trailer. I don't know. I don't think it's for me, but for those of
It's
I
peak.
don't know. Maybe it's good. I don't know. It just doesn't seem for me. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll
It's a
watch it
lot,
for research
but it's
purposes.
peak.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
I will.
this will definitely be a research purposes one. I'll get back to you on.
Research purposes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Understood.
Yeah,
Understood.
well, I'll get back to you on if from the
The
outside
manga's good.
perspective, if it's good.
Manga's good. Anime hopefully will be good. Who's it by? JC
Okay.
Staff. Oh yeah, it's peak.
Yeah, you have a coin flip if
I'm,
it's gonna be peak or ass.
I'm just pretending like that coin flip doesn't exist.
All right. Next up, the strongest magician in the Demon Lord's army was a human. I think I'll be skipping
What a
this
name.
one. I'm not gonna lie.
I also think I will be skipping this one.
Yeah. I don't. What's this?
Is he holding a mask? He is.
It looks very edgy, like extremely edgy.
Very edgy and like I think the thing for me that shows like this need is at least one character for me to look at and be like, okay, I will watch for them. Usually her,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's cool, dude. I don't see that here though.
Okay, so next up we have the Shoshimin series. This is from, I believe, the Hyoka author. Uh,
Okay,
yeah, he's the Hyoka original creator. So I
I
have
never
clicked on the
watched
spoiler
yoga,
tags, and
so
I regret clicking on the spoiler tags.
oh
So
no.
do not click
Well
on the spoiler
now,
tags.
well now. Oh wow.
Usually it's just something
Okay,
stupid, and
understood.
then I click on it, I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Well, I had no plans to watch this anyway, so I don't mind clicking
Well,
them.
I
I
had
just
I had plans to watch this, and now I'm intrigued as to how those are gonna come into play. So we'll uh we'll see what happens here.
the higher one, the higher one's really interesting.
Yes, yeah. I imagine that and the other one come into. I mean, they're like lower on the
Are
percentage.
related. Yeah.
We'll see. Definitely didn't want to click on that. I know nothing about the series except for that now, and so this will be interesting. Yeah.
I can't even read the title of this next one.
Let me see here. Where am I at?
Does it have
Okay.
English?
Give me a
Yes.
second. Yeah. Failure frame. I became the strongest and annihilated everything with low-level spells.
There we go.
Yeah, that a
Wow.
classic in the making right
Yep.
here. I will
I
not
think I've
be
seen this one
watching.
before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I haven't.
I will also not be watching.
Yeah.
Could be good. Who knows?
Yeah, the light novel has a whopping 66% average score, and that's
Oh.
probably inflated by
Mm.
people who just like trash. So let's just lower that a little bit. And we'll take off like 6%. You know, and give it a
I do
60.
feel like this genre sometimes is like crack cocaine. Like,
Well, clearly, because it's
I
still trying
just,
to exist. They keep making more of them. And people
yeah,
keep buying them.
like, some people just can't get enough of it. And you know what? Sometimes I am some people. I'm not afraid to admit that. But not currently. I don't even have time for the stuff I want to watch, let alone the stuff that I'm like, I'm gonna not, I'm not gonna not like this, but I'll enjoy it.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. We have, this is actually one that I was interested in. So we have
Potential.
Wisteria Wand and Sword. This is from the Danmachi author. And from like the
I will be there.
trailers, it's looked pretty decent in terms of production quality. We'll see though.
I've
Um,
liked the trailers. I've liked things people have said about it.
yes,
Generally, it's the craziest well spoken about series, but everything I've heard about it feels like I will probably like this.
yeah, I don't really know a lot about it, so that'll be something. But yeah, 8 days or well, 8.5 days, and then I'll know. But yeah, this is actually something I'm interested in as opposed to some of the other ones we talked about so far. A lot of Isekai this upcoming season.
Lot of Isekai.
Yeah, too much even maybe. Uh, Kimi no Iro is a movie that like just released, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be pretty good. But
I was wondering
obviously
about
it's a
this because I had
movie,
not
so
seen this before. Yeah,
yeah.
It's an
well,
interesting art style
says
for sure.
Oh, it actually hasn't
release
come
at
out
end of
yet. Never mind.
August.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
August.
it's just
Okay.
August. I think.
Yeah,
I've
the
just
art
been
looks
seeing a
good.
lot of it recently. Yeah, it looks like an interesting movie.
I'm gonna put
Just
this on my planning so I hopefully don't forget about it because I feel like I would like to watch this. But also, it will be a minimum of 6 months
I
probably.
actually think I saw this is gonna be coming to theaters. I
If it
want
comes to theaters, I will heavily
let
consider
me
going.
let me fact check myself. There's something that's getting brought to theaters by someone, and I don't know. I don't know if this is that or not, but we will. Yeah, G Kid Films. Let's see. What were they gonna say? Oh, wait, fuck. When that's at AX. Hold up. Where the fuck? Oh boy, they just don't. This company doesn't tweet much, so I can actually like find what I need. It's not looking great.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, I'll
Either
keep
way,
scrolling.
I feel like I would enjoy this, and I
Oh
kind of
wait,
want to watch
no,
it.
I
But
found it.
it
Okay, they're gonna be doing the Dawn to Dawn. Like the first 3 episodes or some shit are gonna be in like a movie
as a
theater
movie,
experience.
gotcha,
Yeah, and they're gonna do that in September.
gotcha,
Okay.
gotcha, gotcha.
Though I guess it's not impossible this movie because if you look at the annually list entry, the source for the synopsis is from G Kids as well. So maybe they got this and I just don't know. And this is something they seem to like advertise in some capacity. I just don't know if it's gonna be brought anywhere. We'll see. I guess I could actually like, just directly look that up, but I'll do that. I'll deal with that later.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
After that though, we have I don't know. Is
A
it supposed?
tree,
Yeah, A
a tree,
Tree.
my
I
a
don't know.
tree.
My Dear Moments. It's a visual
Based
novel
on
adaptation,
yes,
which
based on a
Yeah,
really good visual novel.
I know someone who
I
played that visual novel. They said,
I have watched parts of it because I remember like years ago, right around when this got announced, I was in Sky and one of my friends was playing it and we were kind of just chilling in voice call because this was during COVID or like near the end of COVID, so one of those. And so I had nothing better to do, and so I was just kind of watching as she played through a bunch of it, and I'm excited. I liked what I saw of the visual novel. I really can't get into playing visual novels much these days,
"It's not."
so
I,
I was like, when they announced the anime adaptation, I was like, okay, perfect.
yeah,
But yeah, so I have some knowledge of it, enough to know that what I've seen of it made me interested, but I'm not like I have not played through the visual novel.
yeah, me neither. But my friend told me to watch it, so I'll give it a shot. I will give it a shot. I'm not sure how much I'll like it, but it could be good.
yeah. I will be watching. I had this on the planning for a while. Just I'm like, oh, it looks cute, and I put it on there, and now here we are. Usually how most of my early plannings go.
Probably when it got announced, I was in one of the chats also being like, "Oh, this one will be good." Way back because it has been a while since it was announced. I don't know exactly how long, but like I'm pretty sure I've had this cooking on my planning for well over a year or two.
Yeah, it got announced. I mean, obviously, it got announced a while ago though. Yeah, over a year. So next up we have my cross-dressing senpai. This one's supposed to be pretty
Okay.
good, I think.
I
But
think I saw I think I saw a
unfortunately,
trailer. Yeah.
this is a Project 9 anime, so I'm sure they'll fuck it up.
I think I saw a trailer for this and was like, "Oh, this looks cute," and then saw the title and was like, "Oh, that's the gimmick." Understood.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have anything against cross-dressing plotline, but it also doesn't do anything to like interest me as like the hook. So it's kind of like
Yeah,
neutral for me.
yeah. I know what you're
If
saying. Yeah, it's
if
just,
a bunch of people later on are like,
it's
"Oh, this
good.
is really good," I would
I'll
potentially
give it a
watch
shot.
it. But it's like I don't have any draw towards cross-dressing or not. I kind of hear
Yeah.
that and I'm just like, "Oh, that's the gimmick. I guess I'll just like stay neutral."
I might wait on this just to see if it's fucked up or not.
That's also
It's
fair.
Project 9, so I have no faith in them at all. So it's just yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's also not really a premise that draws me in, but
Mhm.
definitely not with the studio. I feel like giving it. I will await the news from Twitter, which I'm sure they'll let me know how that's going. But next up we have the goddess of or fuck Cafe Terrace and its goddesses. There you go. Okay. Second
Season
season.
2.
Yeah, season 2. I
I'm
watched
season
season 1,
1, so
so
I don't
I'll be there.
know.
I did not. I did not watch season one. Was season one good? I've heard good things about the source
It was
material.
alright.
I
This was
think
a
I
while ago.
remember
Yeah,
hearing,
I
yeah,
feel
I think I
like
remember hearing mixed opinions on the season one.
it's very like I didn't like the start of it. I started liking it more towards the end, but it's like very typical, I guess,
Yeah,
is the way I'd put it. But
maybe if I'm
it's got
bored
like
one
a
day.
generally enjoyable cast with enjoyable interactions, and so I'll roll in for season 2. I have nothing against it at the very least. It's a very okay
I do love a good let's
series.
fair. I do love a good let's throw 20 female characters and one male character into a story anime.
Yeah, it is like a an older romance as well for the most part. There's like one high school character, but otherwise they're like all college aged, so that's something.
That is fun. I kind of like that.
Yeah, the rare.
If only for the fact that like we're so used to the high school age. And realistically, we're not high school age anymore. So
True.
it's
We're
not
a
like I
little we're
can't
a little
relate a
past that.
little bit, but
I mean, yeah,
yeah.
I don't mind it as much as other people that like there's a bunch of high school shit. It's just like, just obviously the demographic and the stories are going to lean
I don't
towards
mind it,
that.
but sometimes it's fun.
Yeah, some people complain about it, and I do agree. There's like it's good to have like variety in there, but I just
Yeah.
don't care enough about it to complain.
Now I think what I would say with that is it depends too, because like it's nice and stuff like Sign of Affection where it's like they're clearly acting like older and more mature as like part of it.
Yeah,
But if it's just like, oh, they're college age but they're still fucking dumb,
Rent a Girlfriend.
then what was the point? I was gonna say it and then I was
It was
like,
bad.
I was going to say it and then for a second I was like, were they college age or were they just like old high school age? But either way,
It
since you
was
said it,
like
I feel more
I
comfortable to
think
call out.
Ruka was like third year high school, and the rest of them were college.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anyway,
exactly. Like Rent a Girlfriend, I would not call like a college age romance because they're still fucking dumb.
yeah.
Okay, to be fair, college age people can be dumb, you know?
Yep,
I mean, a
that's true.
lot of them are. Yeah, but I mean, I guess it's more like, yeah, college people do dumb shit, but there's also like emotional maturity and on some.
Sure.
This shit you see in Rent a Girlfriend would not happen with most
Yeah, I
college
mean,
kids,
yeah, that's a gimmick, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
The stuff that happens later in Rent a Girlfriend is funny to me from the vibes of like a college age series, just because it's like some of the shit that they do, you can't have high schoolers doing. So that part's valid.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
another shitty isekai.
Um,
Guys,
well, we kind of skipped
is this a
over
sword?
another the Dead
Oh, did we
Demons
skip over some? Oh, you're right.
Destruction. So this came out as like 2 movies or something, but then they changed it into a series with like more content or something. Uh, I feel like I've heard this is
Okay.
good, but it also has very much started airing already, and so I don't know
Oh yeah.
if I want to pick this up right now.
Bro, these pictures, if you click on it, you go to the character pictures. Why do they all look like this?
They do got some
Oh, their eyes
wild
like freak
designs
me
in
out.
here. I don't know why. This kind of like gives me the vibes of like just the character picture specifically of like Monster House.
Yeah, I can see that.
Why
I don't
she?
know. That's just
Why they got her draw it like that? They fucking
yeah. That's
doesn't.
what I'm saying. The character arts are just funny to me. Um,
Yeah. Anyway,
this is the first I've heard about any of this. What is the world starting?
it's supposed to be.
Eh,
Yeah, I
could
don't know.
be
I think
interesting.
Mort hyped this up a while ago, but I don't. Yeah, he gave it a 10 out of 10. The manga, so
That makes sense.
yeah. So maybe
I
I'll
mean,
check it out at
I
some
could
point.
see it. I could see it being interesting, but
Yeah.
off rip, I'm not super intrigued.
We're at a maybe right now. Now moving on to the shitty isekai that you were talking about. Why does
Yes,
nobody
now moving
remember
on to
me in
shitty
this
isekai.
world?
Is it actually shitty, or is it just
I actually
Is this
don't
a
know if this
backwards
one's an
isekai?
isekai. This might be a native.
Is this just fantasy?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
native.
caught in? Okay.
It says
Yeah.
alternate universe in tags. So is it going to be native and isekai at the same time? Going to be like the main character's world, but also not like his world.
I have no clue. No,
Yeah,
I think
it's some fantasy adjacent thing.
yeah, they're just talking about like worlds that are being like overwritten and shit. So I think it's all like native isekai. It's like some world rewriting shit. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's Project 9, so isekai plus Project 9 is my recipe for disaster. I
This
don't
blonde
think
girl is very cute, but
is that enough? Is that enough for you?
no. The light novel has a 74 average score, so
It's better than some light novels.
perhaps that's all it means. I just have to read the light novel if I do ever try out that series.
Yeah, I can't say I'm particularly interested in that. It's
I can't
Mononoke,
quite
but
say
that's a
either.
movie. I'll skip over that one. Next is the Elusive
The
Samurai.
elusive samurai.
It's
I'm
from
excited for this.
Cloverworks, so I think I didn't have this on my list already.
Cloverworks
That
is
was
doing
cool.
it. It's a Shonen Jump manga that does decent. I don't think. I mean, when we
We
looked
gotta
at
check the
the
rankings, bro.
no, when we looked at the rankings, I talked about it a little bit
Oh, okay,
because
okay.
this is a series that I've kind of had on my radar on and off, but I've never quite gotten around to just reading or watching it. Because I think when the anime was announced, I was just kind of like, okay, I'll save this one to watch. I'm excited. I've heard really good things about the series. The manga does decently in Shonen Jump. It's not like the craziest in the magazine, but I mean, it's still being published, so
In the
it
mid
hasn't
tier.
gotten
Okay, sure,
axed.
sure, sure.
It is. When we were looking at the rankings, it was
Okay.
like right
I
around
mean,
those like
I'll
high
give it a
teens
shot. Might
most of
as
the
well.
time.
I need something else. So.
We'll see. I feel like this might be one of those um times where they're releasing an anime just to kind of try and give it one last push to decide whether they want to keep the series or not.
Oh, for like the manga. Yeah, sure.
That's what it feels like to me, just knowing about the range of how successful the manga is.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna give it to anyone. Cloverworks is probably a pretty good bet for
Yeah,
boosting eyes on it. The art style looks nice,
the
I
art
must
style
say.
is really nice. Like I said, I've heard lots of good things. I just know it's like very middle of the pack in terms of popularity. So
You know
feel
what?
like
It'd be
if
like
the
that
anime does
sometimes.
really well, yeah, the anime does really well. Who knows? Maybe it'll climb up the ranks of Shonen Jump and be really secure. If the anime doesn't do very well, I wouldn't be surprised if it's axed just because it's kind of just been okay.
Yeah. So next up, this is one that I've been looking forward to. Too Many Losing Heroines. I meant to read this at some point, but I didn't do that. So here we are now with the anime. I just
Off
find
rip,
the
blue
premise
haired girl is the
interesting.
best girl.
I agree, handshake.
Just
All right.
off rip.
Now that we got that out of the way, uh, it's just like an interesting like romance premise. Just like yeah, this is like the harem, but they've like all lost like their own battles. I guess I don't know. I don't know if they lose like individual harem
This is
battles
the
or if they just
rebound
get
harem.
like yeah, it's like the rebounds. Yeah, I don't know if this is like an actual romance or not, or if it's like it's something you like expect to be a romance and then it actually isn't. But I guess we'll find out.
I feel like I'm kind of okay with either. It might be more
Yeah.
fun, especially early in the series, if it's like not romantic at
Yeah,
all,
I don't know how
and
you
it's
like
more
make it
about
a
just like
romance because like this is about the characters that all lose, and so if you make them lose again, that'd be kind of fucked. But
I think if like over time you could develop something romance wise, but yeah, I think early on it feels way more fun if it's just like friendship and bonds.
their uniforms are very unique to say the least. They got like four ribbons going on for no reason.
I like the uniforms.
Very goofy. It's from A1 and like the trailer looked really good, so I'm interested to see this one.
I'll have to watch the trailer later. This the first I'm seeing of it is when I was scrolling a couple shows ago and I saw it and I was like, this is kind of cute.
Yeah. Bochi the Rock recap movie 2. Hopefully season 2 comes out of that. Bless up. Um,
What's up?
the next up we talked about
Um,
this one a while ago.
I have this on my planning. What are you
Yeah,
reading?
this
Oh
is
yeah,
the
yeah,
one that
I
people
do
got
remember
mad
this
at
now.
for Studio Bones making instead of like fucking something like a Soul Eater remake or some shit. Uh, so this
Yeah,
is the one
because
with
this was the
the
passion
yeah,
project.
it's the Passion Project. It's like posthumous uh project. So this is only gonna be like half episodes. I'm pretty sure, like 12 half episodes or something like that.
Yeah, it says TV short, so
Yeah, so it'll be shorter episodes. I mean, like I don't like blame them for not making more source material, or there's only so much source material to work with, so I don't blame them for not like trying to like, go beyond that or anything. But I'll watch it still. Um, yeah, so we'll see. I don't have much to say on it. It's just something that I'll watch, and we'll see where it goes.
so this next one
Yeah, this
I
next
learned
one
about for the
is very
first
like
time.
PK pilled.
I learned about this for the first time this morning. Actually, I was scrolling through my social medias. So, for people listening, before we start talking about it, is Love is Indivisible by Twins.
Yeah, so
I
we
learned
got
about this for the
twin
first time
romance.
this morning because the trailer popped up in my I think it was my Facebook feed, one of my feeds.
Facebook, cool.
I think it almost certainly was my Facebook feed because my Facebook feed is the one that's been infected by all sorts of shit. But usually it's infected by music anime and Yuri anime. So I remember seeing this and being a little confused, but I was like, animation looks cute. So I watched the trailers.
Yeah, so
I don't
this
know. I'm
look,
I'm gonna put it on my planning because I did think it was cute, and the both of the main girls seemed cute.
I
I
have it
liked
on
kind of
my
the
planning
vibes.
because I don't know. Twin romance seems interesting enough.
I laughed. I laughed because the comments were all just like, "Oh, so it's like Kiss X Sis, but but
Yeah.
not Kiss X Sis."
Yeah, so this studio here, it looks like this is their first project in a long time, ever, really. 1989 was
Yeah.
the last time they did anything. I guess since then they've either, like, not existed, or they've just been doing, like, side stuff. And
Mhm.
now they're returning to bring us a twin romance. So we'll see how that goes, I guess.
Yep. I will be there. I didn't know I was gonna be there before I woke up this morning, but
When I saw the key visual here,
trailer
I'm
looks
like,
good.
we're gonna talk about this day, and PK will be there. But apparently, you were already there long
I'll be there
before.
on day one. You gotta
Yeah,
say
like,
day
I
one.
was accidentally there. I almost was not there before the podcast. I probably would have still gotten there, but yeah, we'll be there. It is funny that it popped up today because when I saw it, usually when stuff like that pops up on my feed, it's either like things that already are out that it's just a page being like, "Oh, you should watch this," or it's things that are like far in the future. So honestly, when I saw it earlier, I didn't even check when it was coming out because I was like, "Oh, I'm assuming this is like going to be like a couple seasons away or something like
Mhm.
that."
yeah. Next up, we
Nope, there.
have Nanare Haranare, which is a cheerleading anime. So I'll add that to my list
Which
of
in
fucking.
concept already, yeah,
Yeah, it's PA
your
Works.
your list of sports.
Add that to the list of niche cute girls do cute things activities. Bowling will be right behind it. You know,
Does
when
this
it
count as
just
a
starts.
sports anime? I guess kind of, yeah.
Cheerleading's a sport. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
I would,
Okay.
as the sports anime expert in here, I would count it.
Fair, fair, fair. The arbiter.
I went down to the tags and I'm a little confused, so I'm gonna not read the tags anymore. But anyway, I think this will
Why
be
is
cute.
parkour there?
Parkour, parkour being there is not necessarily the one I was confused by, but also why
Is
is
does
parkour there?
disability like look at the top banner,
Yeah,
and
because I
that
don't
will
see.
look at the top banner.
Oh, you're right. I was looking at the main art and I was like, I don't see anyone.
Yeah, they look fine, and then yeah. I don't know if that I don't know if it's gonna like happen later because like it looks like the girl who is in the wheelchair is perfectly fine in the key visual, but then you look at like the banner visual and she's very much
Yeah, that's a,
confined. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen there. I guess we'll find out.
after this. I'm
Uh,
gonna have to just watch all the trailers to all the new things I've discovered. Anyway, this looks cute. Sports
you
anime.
know what? Maybe it has
I
to do with the description that I'm reading right now. Uh, she won a national championship in middle school, but can't jump after a mistake in the competition. So
Hmm.
understood.
yeah, but that looks like the person who can't jump is not the one in the wheelchair. So I actually have no idea what's happening. We'll find out.
I will be there.
I will be there. They all look very cute, and PA Works usually makes pretty nice stuff. So
It just gives me the vibes of like very different series, but it gives me the same vibes I had looking at like promo art for like Extreme Hearts beforehand, where I was like, I don't know if it'll be good or not, but I will be there and I will enjoy it.
yeah, I feel like usually with like PA Works, like at the very least, you're gonna get something watchable. At worst, so yeah, I'll be here for this. Let's see. Moving on.
Why does this next one look familiar?
This is Dahlia in Bloom. This is one I've heard about. I don't remember if I've heard it was good things or bad. I think pretty sure it was good things, but I don't remember. I thought I had
Wow,
some
the
plan, to be
novel,
honest.
the novel has an average weighted score of 61, but an average mean score of 74.
Yeah, I got no clue. There's only 133 current users,
There's not,
so there's
yeah.
not a lot to go on here.
I was gonna say there's
Low sample
honestly
size. Low sample size.
not enough data to really say much of.
It's,
I
it's
mean,
probably like a love or hate situation.
I think I will probably leave this one. But this does look like something that I could see myself being like, yeah, I'll watch this.
I'll give it a shot, just because I don't feel like I've added a lot this session here. Next up we have I parry everything. What do you mean I'm the strongest? I'm not even an adventurer yet.
Oh wait, yeah, they had the
I only
shortened
see the
name,
I
and
parry
now they have the
everything.
long name in the synonyms. I didn't even
Yeah,
see that.
I
It's
parry
interesting.
everything to become the greatest adventurer, or I parry everything is a super short one.
Oh, okay, fair. It's
That
two
this
So this
separate
is
ones.
it's like, is this a fucking Sekiro anime? Like,
what's yeah. I was gonna say, what's funny about that is it's like taking another I guess gimmick. I don't know. It makes me think of like shit like Beaufry, where it's just like
yeah, instead of like
the
It's like a
defense,
character with
ultimate
you
like
of
just
like
a gimmick
parries.
fighting style. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, doing something that's not offensive and being like, oh, but it's broken.
Yeah, I mean, parrying's pretty broken. Yeah.
I can't decide if I like his sword or not.
I can't really see his sword.
Partially
Oh,
because
wait,
it's
no,
a
I
little
can.
confusing to tell what I'm looking at.
Yeah, it's like the glass shit that's in front of it kind of makes it look weirder.
Hmm.
I don't think I'll be here. I'm not gonna lie. But
I don't plan to be here either.
it just looks a little too niche, I guess.
I mean, for anyone who's been keeping track of my I'll be there counter, I'm definitely there for more things
But
than
will
I
you be
will
there on
be.
day one, on hour one? that's
I'll
that's the most important
not.
thing.
I will not be here for day 1, hour 1 of I
Oh,
parry
okay.
everything. It just. If I gotta like start a shitty isekai now, it has to be something like real stupid, like the vending machine isekai, the pig
Yeah,
isekai.
like at this
I can't be
point,
starting the parry isekai or whatever the
at
fuck.
this point, you have to differentiate yourself at this stage and not
It's not an isekai.
not
I'll give it
after
that,
episode one.
but it's just yeah, it's just probably another power fantasy, but not. Next up, plus size elf. I'm sure this will make a certain group of people happy. I don't think I'll be there, but
Not gonna be
I'm
there.
not an elf fan, so
I don't really care for elves, and this is definitely like a very specific uh
Niche. Let's just
niche.
say
Yeah.
well, it's funny
interest.
because I tend to like blondes, but I've never associated like blondes and elves together. So
Like
like most people
usually
would
elves are
probably
blonde.
think, yeah, most people probably think I like elves as well because I like blondes, but it's like not related that way in my head. It's more like I may like some elves because they are blonde, not I like a lot of elves because elves are also blonde, if that makes sense. Anyway, elves
Yes.
aren't really like
It's like A not B, but B with A. Yeah, okay, I got you.
yeah, elves aren't particularly a sell for me. There is the one blonde elf in here who actually is pretty cute, but I will not be there.
Yeah. Let's see. Moving on. I have no. I feel like I just like skip this one, but I'll
I
read the
feel
title
like
at least. Quality assurance in another world.
I will not be there.
I will
Be
not be
completely
I
there.
will
honest. Is
not
that
be
a
there.
phone? Is
Yes.
that a phone in the
That
center?
looks like
Quality
a
Okay.
assurance
phone.
is a crazy like what?
Yeah, I don't even know what to say here,
What does
so
this
I'm just gonna
mean?
move on. It's got Ria Takahashi in it. That's something.
Oh, now you
Based.
have to watch it.
Yeah, she's only a supporting character though. Anyway, next up, VTuber legend. How I went viral after forgetting to turn off my stream.
I'm
I'm
not.
so torn. I'm so
I'm
torn on
not.
this because I have no affiliation or really like for VTubers at all. But also things I've seen of this make me feel like it might be really funny.
This is built like something I should watch, but I think I'm like traumatized after the last VTuber anime that I watched, so I think I'm gonna pass on this one.
I think I
I'm not way too weird.
I think I'm gonna set this on my planning for now, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'll let you get
But
back
I
to me
just
maybe.
know the description and the little things I've seen, like clips and everything, make me feel like, although I don't have any real care for VTubers as a concept, I might enjoy this one.
Yeah. Let's see. Moving on. We have My Wife Has No Emotion. I don't know how
This
to
is the
take that.
first. Yeah, I was gonna say it's the first I've heard of this.
It's like a too
Um,
normal of a title. I don't know what to do.
too normal of a title. Every time I've dealt with
Oh, it's a
shows that have
robot.
kind of,
That's why.
isn't it a robot? Oh, you're
Yeah.
right. It is a robot. Okay, that makes it a
Oh
tiny
my
bit
god!
funnier.
It is a robot. What the fuck? I didn't even.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like robot
I
like.
like didn't read and then like I read it and then I scrolled down. She's like literally plugged into the fucking wall. Like,
Yeah, no, I feel like this is going into too many realms I'm not all that intrigued by. The robot thing I'm not all that interested in. The emotionless character is not really a trope that I particularly like very much either.
I think it's just like an
I
overdone trope at this point.
I could see a world where it's cute and people like it. I don't
If
think
I
it'll
hear
be
good things
there.
about it, maybe, but I think I'll let it roll. As so, moving on. I think I actually read a little bit of like the manga version of this. I'm not gonna lie. A journey through another world, raising kids while adventuring.
Honestly, I kind of like the hook.
Yeah, it's an interesting premise, but
I don't think I'm going to be watching this, but I kind of think that's a fun hook of just like,
You know what? I'll put it on the planning just because I'm pretty sure I've read part of this before in some
oh, okay.
capacity. So, you know, if it gets to season two, God forbid, I don't think I'll be watching that. But at least I'll give this one a shot. You know,
the
uh,
kids look cute. They both have what is it? Hoges? The
the little hair things.
the
Yeah,
little hair thing. Yeah.
yeah. Let's see another
By
PA Works
EMT
anime.
squared. Oh,
My
it's by the people who did Train.
yeah. We'll see how this goes. I mean, it seems like Train is like a fucking you know fever dream. So
Something.
this one will
Yeah,
probably be
the trip.
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Myonica Punch. It's from PA Works. Original anime. Midnight Punch. It could be called. It's about vampires or some shit. I don't know.
Isn't
Oh, what the fuck is oh, okay? It's a VTuber anime again.
is there another
Oh,
VTuber anime? Listen,
Yeah.
I can't
yeah,
add
yeah.
two. I
Or
can't add two.
YouTube?
So
Not VTuber. YouTuber. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, okay. I guess it's like new tube is like
New
the
Tube. Yeah.
like yeah, yeah,
So it looks like they're trying to create content. I'll skip out on this one.
yeah. No, the last thing of the description, will they restart content dreams or be hit with the block button? That's so like so cheesy, bro.
Yeah, Sword
Yeah, I'm
Crunchyroll.
good. I'm skipping.
Unsurprising. Yeah, I think I'll skip this one. I'll watch the other PA Works anime. Bye Bye Earth. I don't think I've heard of this one.
I haven't heard anything about this one.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's too much information on it. In a world of anthropomorphic animals, Belle LeBlanc
I'm
was
out.
born as the only human being. And it's like reverse
I
racism.
don't know if either of you caught the part where you said in a world of anthropomorphics, and I immediately just went, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've talked about this before. I just don't get that into I mean there are always exceptions, but generally speaking, I don't get that much into anthropomorphic people or
Yep.
animals.
Next up, We have Delico's Nursery. It kind of like gives Shadow's House vibes almost from like
It
the key
does
visual.
really give Shadow's House vibes.
I find it very funny.
And that's
The actual like series name is just called Trump, but I wonder if they like changed it in English so that they didn't have to have a series called Trump on Crunchyroll or something.
Oh wait, yeah, the manga, yeah.
Yeah.
that's funny.
That would be interesting. Honestly, I know it'd be controversial, but it would get more people to watch it, even
Oh
if
wait,
they
no,
didn't.
hold on. It's okay. So this Delico's Nursery is a completely new work based
This is
on Trump.
vampires.
Oh,
Okay, it's
it's just,
it's
oh, I guess
based
parent, right? Yeah.
on Trump. Okay, all right. Conspiracy theory has been foiled.
hmm
It sounds interesting
It
from the description.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
just
know.
I find it awkward that it's like based on a stage play and then also serves as like a sequel to a stage play, and I don't know anything about those stage plays, and so I don't know if I
Yeah,
can
I have
like
no idea.
can I just watch this without thinking about that? Like,
Probably, honestly,
Yeah,
yeah, probably, but
expecting people to watch. Yeah, yeah.
I'll think about this
I
one.
think I will not be there, but
I'll think about it.
perhaps if
Honestly, I'm gonna put it on my watch just to like. I don't know. Yeah,
yeah, I was
it's
gonna
not airing
say
for
if
another like month
one of you
plus.
guys says
So
it's peak, then maybe I'll listen.
yeah, I'll report. I'll report back. We'll see.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, it's interesting that this one doesn't have a release like timer or anything, but it's a show and not a movie.
It says episode 1 is in 39 days.
Oh, it just doesn't show it on this
And it's
page.
probably like
Gotcha.
too far out to be shown to.
Yeah,
Next up is Twilight Out of Focus. Believe it's a BL series. It's not really my
I'm
thing,
not in.
but I'm sure that there will
the
be
fuck
a
is...
group of people that enjoy.
Oh, that's what BL stands for. I was like, what
Oh,
the fuck are you?
oh, you didn't know.
Gotcha, gotcha,
I thought
gotcha.
you do.
It means borderline.
Yeah, borderline.
I just I mean that's about what I figured you were gonna be saying, but it's just hearing BL. I was like, what
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hell is
yeah.
that?
I would have
It looks
expected you to
nice.
hear Boys Love before, but I could have just like
I mean,
called
I
it
have. I just
like
didn't
the
think about
gays,
it.
like I do in like AMQ or whatever, whenever these type of shows pop up. But
It's a finished manga, which is interesting.
yeah,
It
usually.
has really good
Oh, it's
ratings.
only 8 chapters, and that'll be why.
Oh, you're right. It is only 8 chapters. It still has pretty good
It's gotta be
ratings.
like monthly chapters or something like that. I don't know how long they all are, but yeah. I mean the ratings seem fine. Yeah, not that many people like completed it, so
I mean, there was like 1,000 or so ratings.
yeah, it's
I
still
know
like
that's
not
like
that
in the
much.
grand scheme, that's not a lot, but like that's a good amount to just. I guess the argument would be most people who are gonna read it are probably fans of those genres, but still.
Yeah. I forgot this was airing. The second
I
season of
also
Shy
forgot.
is
I'm
gonna be
kind of
coming out.
surprised to see it this low.
When was season
Um,
one? I
There's
don't
a
remember this
couple
show.
like a
seasons
year?
ago. Let me
Wait.
see.
Oh, never mind, never mind.
It came
Let's keep it.
out October of
Oh,
last
okay.
year,
Yeah, I never
so
watched this, but
almost a
I was
year.
curious.
I liked what I saw of the first season. I just didn't get a chance to finish it
Apparently, it's
yet.
supposed to be like one of the better arcs, so we'll see. I didn't dislike the first season. I didn't like feel that attached to it though, so we'll see what happens in season 2.
I'm pretty sure I remember watching like the first episode or two, and then coming on the podcast and talking about how I really, really liked it. And then
And then you never
then
continued it.
I got so busy. Like that was the season that was the start of my downfall of like going from a couple things not being watched to just like maybe I'll watch one episode of everything I want to, and then everything will get dropped because just life.
Yeah. We got another shitty isekai. The story of an exploration hero who has worked his way up from the common people. So yeah, typical.
Yeah, nothing to say here.
Let's see. The next one. The Osan Nubi adventure. Trained to death by the most powerful party, became invincible.
Brother, what?
This sounds like a skip.
Yeah,
we're like getting towards the bottom. We're gonna be
What is going on?
we're gonna be hit with some hard skips
listen,
here.
we have at least one more dose of peak left.
I also hate
in
these
our
people, the
adventure.
main character names, bro. Browston Ashwork. That's not a real name. This is just fake.
Let's
Bro,
see.
have you heard your name? I'm not gonna say it live on air.
Yeah, I like my. I mean, whatever. Yeah.
Well, you gotta do it like
I don't like my name, but whatever. It's
I'm just
whatever.
a hater.
Anyway,
I'm just being a hater for
next
fun.
up we have Dungeon People, which the key visual looks kind of cute.
The key visual looks cute.
Yeah.
Do
Wait.
I add it just because it looks kind of cute? I think we do.
Master Thief.
Interviewing monster guardians. That's kind of based.
Okay, honestly, it sounds kind of cute. I think I might be adding it too.
I'll just put it on.
There's like a less than 2% chance that I actually end up watching this one, but it does sound quite cute.
Yeah.
Like this guy.
Then moving on, we have Sengoku Yoko season 2 is gonna be airing. That's gonna be the 24 episode one. Still
I
gotta
didn't
finish
even
the first
realize
season.
that this was
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Okay, I see. So they officially separated the first core into the first 13 episodes. I see.
Yeah, and then they took a break for a season, and then they came back.
I understand now.
Kengan
Because I was like,
Ashura.
did it already go through all 3 cores?
Yeah, no.
I get it.
So next up will be Kengan Ashura season 2, part 2. None of us are watching that, so I can't really say anything.
Okay,
This
the art
series, a
for this
movie.
movie looks
It does look cool,
interesting.
but I have nothing to say about it.
High schooler who makes music videos meets a teacher who's given up on music. Okay.
Okay.
It looks. I'm going to. It's already out.
Yeah, release June 14th, so we'll get it in like 10 years, you know. Oh, it's full CG, apparently.
I'm gonna set it on my planning. I don't mind CG.
Yeah, I don't think I will. Yeah, I'll definitely
And
forget
then
about it anyway.
next
Yeah,
we have one
Love
more
Live movie.
dose of peak. The first of the theatrical trilogy for Love Live Nijigasaki.
Oh
What will
my
they be
god.
doing in the trilogy? Who knows?
They actually like just released a trailer for it today, but I can't speak Japanese,
Did
so
they?
actually
I watched it.
I don't know what they're gonna be doing. I think there's a competition involved though, so
I will go. I'm sure that this will be there. It doesn't necessarily have to be the Love Live, but I'm sure if
yeah,
they're
I
gonna
don't
go
think
to the
it's Love
trouble of
Live. I
making,
think it's just a different competition.
yeah, I'm sure if they're gonna go to the trouble of making a whole trilogy for Nijigasaki, they'll want to have like a really fun, involved plot that's not just cute girls hanging out, like most of Nijigasaki is.
Yeah, so for like the new art style as well, like within the new trailer, I saw a lot more movement going on. I think it looks pretty like fluid overall, like just more
It's
alive
looked
than like a
nice. Yeah,
typical.
it's looked nice from what I've seen. It's just always odd
It is
when
off-putting, but I think I'll
series
get used
change
to it.
art styles. Yeah, like it has 90% of the time it has nothing to do with whether the new art style is good or bad, and everything to do with the fact that it's different.
Yeah. And then honestly, at this point, I don't think I have anything else I'm looking at here that might be
Not unless
interesting.
you're
There's
really
a
excited
Terminator anime
about,
apparently.
yeah, not unless you're really excited about the Eurocamp season 3 OVA.
I'm still not done season 2, so you know.
Hibiki 3 extra
Yeah,
episodes.
it
Like,
says extra episodes, but it's like,
I don't
are
know
they?
what that means.
Yeah, like it's 6 extra episodes. I doubt they're full episodes, so it's probably like 6 shorts or some shit.
This is the section where they're all of like the funny
Meme
things that
tier.
I feel like I would want to like randomly watch at a night are, or like Card Fight Vanguards tend to be down here. Card Fight Vanguard's really good, but also there's
Yeah.
7 billion seasons of Card Fight Vanguard nowadays. So it's
Speaking of
like,
Card Fight Vanguard, there's one down here.
yeah, there is Divines season 2.
Yeah, I will not be
I
here
remember
for anything
going
down there.
I remember going to the Bushy Road panel and they like showed a whole outline of the Card Fight Vanguard anime, and they have planned like 9 seasons from that point. I think now we're like starting to get to the end of that probably, Well, they like showed it, and we're like, yeah, we have Cardfight Vanguards planned till like 2025 or 2026.
Okay,
And it's just like,
actually, I might
holy
have found one that looks kind of interesting, just based on the like. There's one sentence of description that seems
okay.
kind of interesting. So it's called the fate of the majority.
Yeah, that's the
Okay,
one
I
I think.
see that
A
one.
student finds himself in a game of survival as half the human population disappears each night.
It could be terrible, but the premise is interesting to me. I don't know why. So I'll try it out. I'll try it out.
I'll put it on plane as
It does
well.
potentially sound interesting.
I don't
I
know. I
will let
know it's like the
you.
like
The
you know,
manga does not seem
survival
very.
game.
There
You
there
know, but like
are three people that are currently reading the manga apparently, so I can only
name all
imagine.
three.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will let you guys do the recon on this one.
I know it's like very standard to have like that, Hunger Games survival game
it sounds
crap, but like
interesting.
I don't know. When the stakes are high, I kind of like that stuff. So
I
I'll
mean, what
see it.
I will give you is if you're looking for something all the way down here that can be your sneak of the season, it does sound like it has potential.
This is either going to be really like an underrated show, or it's going to be super dog shit. Like there's no in
Yeah,
between.
we'll see. 3 days. 3 days.
3 days. I'm gonna
I
watch
love
episode one,
going to
come
the
back, be like,
bottom
I regret everything.
of going to the bottom of these and seeing some of the just like
A lot of it's like kid stuff.
random shows. Yeah, the kid shows and like
Dude, this looks
I don't
so
want to say
funny to me.
normal TV, but like some of these are definitely not like anime projects as much as it's like, well, this is something that'll also be airing.
Yeah. Like, this looks like
Yes,
something out of a
that's the
SpongeBob
exact
episode.
that's the exact thing I'm looking at right now, and I'm like, I kind of want to watch it, but
You don't want to watch.
obviously it's not like a show in the
Yeah, no,
same way
nobody's
that
subbing that.
like
I'm not gonna lie. Nobody's subbing that one.
Ania Kingdom.
A little
I
bit
don't
too weird for
know.
me.
39 episodes. The first season aired in 2023.
So dumb they're making a Terminator anime. It's so funny that it's all the way down here, too. Like, they've done, like, zero. Like,
It is interesting to me that Terminator anime is all the way down here, but
they've
Suicide
done, like,
Squad
no
anime. I mean,
marketing for it.
Suicide Squad anime has been super marketed, but
Yeah, and it's also, like, it's an isekai, so it's, like, it's super dumb, you know?
it's dipping into that as well. I mean, we talked about Suicide Squad way earlier. Obviously, I didn't really say much. I'm so on the fence with it though, because Suicide Squad is like a really good, um, like comics and all of that. But then I'm like, are they going to really properly use any of the Suicide Squad source material, or are they just gonna take the characters, throw them in an isekai, and just like
From what I've
fuck around?
heard, it's like they're just kind of dicking around with the characters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which doesn't necessarily mean it'll be bad, but it also makes me less interested.
Yeah, but I think we're at the end of the road here. I'm interested to see how many I have unplanted now.
Oh yeah, I should check
Should
actually.
play
I
anime.
think I silently put a few of them.
Yeah,
Where's planning?
do
That's the
that.
bottom right. Yeah. Oh wait, I
Just
need to
gonna
take
be
this off.
including.
Why is this on
Gonna be
planning? What?
including movies for me too.
I'm gonna watch this.
Apparently, I have
19.
23. Oh boy. I mean,
I,
not
I
22, not counting Love Life, but
I have like 6 from this season, which will probably go down to like 3, but whatever.
I don't think I
I
have.
have
Fine.
Oh wait, no, I do
19,
have
but I need to
continuing things.
take
Fuck, dude.
off
I'm gonna
3
have a
movies.
fucking fat ass season next. Like, I'm gonna have Yozakura Family still continuing next season, Spice and Wolf still continuing, Slime still continuing, and then I'm gonna have everything new that I'm watching. Pokemon's like a lost cause. I'm 44 episodes behind on that. That's gonna be a minute before that comes back to the fray, but
I have 16 plus the 3 movies.
it's a season with potential, I think. There's no
Yeah.
like standout anime for me. I don't think, besides like Oshinoko, I guess. But
Yeah.
There's like a couple for me that are like things I've been waiting for or anticipated for a while personally, but not necessarily because I expect them to be like the craziest shows ever. Like I've been waiting for the Giji Harem anime since like I finished the manga, but like long before the anime was even announced. It was just kind of one of those things that was like, I hope we get one day, and now we're getting one. But it's
Yeah.
mostly just because I enjoy that, not because I'm like, oh, it's gonna be the greatest thing ever.
But yeah. I think I'm generally. I don't think there's nothing I'm looking at. Well, for the most part, there's the isekai that I'm putting on my list just because I can, and then who knows how good like Tower of God will be for second season. There's nothing I'm looking at. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna like die watching this.
Yeah.
I guess I'm also taking a chance on the anime that was all the way at the bottom.
Yeah. But I don't know. Low investment. We'll
Well,
see. There's,
yeah,
one episode. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad, right?
That's like
that's for you
part of
though.
the
I
fun.
always
I
finish things.
was gonna say that's part of the fun of the shopping episode. Is
Yeah, I mean,
figuring
you might
out
as well.
what we hit on, what we missed on. I'm sure there's at least one show that while we were scrolling, we all looked at and we're like, "Nah, we'll
But it's
pass it. It's gonna
truly
be
the
like
best
the
anime of all
greatest
time.
thing." Yeah, just because that's inevitable. There'll be at least one thing that we all consensusly were like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be great," and then it wasn't.
Yeah. That'll be the end of this here episode. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, rate 5 stars, whatever platform you're on. If you're on the audio only side of things, you'd like to go to the YouTube, Is the Order an Anime Podcast? We are the only one. Same thing with YouTube to audio only, Is the Order an Anime Podcast? You can't possibly miss us. Every Saturday, 3 p.m. EST, without fail, except for when we do, there will be a new episode out for you to enjoy. So once again, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in another episode.